The government wants you to believe that waiting is always the smart move. Delay, delay, delay. Get the bigger check. And for a lot of people, that could be true, but not for everyone. And today I'm going to show you the actual math, not the talking point, so you can figure out which side of that line you're on. Hey, welcome back to The Basement Economist, the channel where we take the financial stuff that sounds complicated and break it down until it actually makes sense. If you're new here, this is a good one to start with because Social Security is one of those decisions you only get to make once. Let's start with what's actually on the table right now in 2026. You can claim Social Security as early as 62. You can wait as late as 70. Everything in between changes your check. If your full retirement age is 67, which it is for anyone born in 1960 or later, here's what happens. Claim at 62 and you take a permanent 30% cut to your benefit. For life, not temporary, permanent. Wait until your full retirement age of 67 and you get 100% of what you earned. Push it all the way to 70 and you get 24% more than that, growing at 8% a year for every year you wait past 67. In real dollars, for someone with maximum lifetime earning, that's $2,969 a month at 62, $4,207 a month at 67, and $5,181 a month at 70. The average worker isn't hitting max benefits. The average check in January 2026 is $2,071 a month, but the percentages apply the same way no matter your income. So, on paper, waiting looks like free money, an extra 76% in your monthly check between claiming at 62 versus 70. But that's not the full picture, because you're also giving up years of checks while you wait, and that's where the real math starts. Here's the calculation nobody shows you, the break-even age. If you claim at 62, you start collecting a smaller check 8 years earlier than if you wait until 70. That's 8 years, 96 months of payments in the bank before the wait until 70 person collects a single dollar. Let's run it with round numbers. Say your full retirement age benefit is $2,000 a month. Claim at 62, you get $1,400 a month. That's the 30% cut, starting immediately. Wait until 70, you get $2,480 a month, the 24% bump. Add up the total dollars collected at every age, and the two lines cross, the break-even point right around age 78 to 80, depending on the exact numbers and cost of living adjustments along the way. That's the number that matters. If you don't expect to live past your late 70s, claiming early wins, full stop, mathematically. If you're likely to live into your mid-80s or beyond, waiting wins, and it's not close. The problem is, nobody hands you your exact expiration date, so this becomes a bet. An informed one, but a bet. This is the part most wait as long as possible content skips entirely. There are real, common situations where claiming early is the correct move. Health and family history. If you've got a serious health condition or your family doesn't tend to live long, wait for a bigger check you may never collect as indiscipline. It's just a loss. You need the income now. If you're 62, not working, and Social Security is what's keeping the lights on, the optimal math doesn't matter. A smaller check today beats a bigger check you can't afford to wait for. You're using it as a bridge. Some people claim early specifically to avoid draining a 401k or IRA in their late 60s, letting that money keep growing while Social Security covers expenses instead. None of these are edge cases. They describe a huge share of the people actually making this decision. Here's an argument you'll hear a lot online. Claim early, invest the difference, and beat the government's delayed credit math with market returns. In a previous lesson, I talked about how you can get more for your money if you invest it at 62 instead of waiting. If you invest the money wisely, you will get a larger return. Check that video out, please. The honest answer, the math is genuinely competitive. What kills this strategy in life isn't the math, it's behavior. Most people who claim early to invest the difference don't actually invest it. They spend it. If you have the discipline to actually invest every dollar of that check, it's a real strategy. If you don't, and be honest with yourself here, you're just taking the smaller check for a smaller check's sake. Here's a mistake that catches people constantly, claiming early while still working. If you claim before your full retirement age and keep working, Social Security withholds $1 in benefits for every $2 you earn above $24,480 in 2026. So say you claim at 62, keep working and earn $40,000 that year. You're about $15,500 over the limit. That means roughly $7,750 in benefits gets withheld over the course of a year. Here's the part people miss and panic about. That money isn't gone. It's not a penalty, it's a delay. Once you hit full retirement age, Social Security recalculates your benefit upward to account for the months that got withheld. But in the meantime, a lot of people claim early, keep working, get a smaller check than they expected, and they think they got cheated. You didn't. You just front-loaded a decision that needed better timing. This is the piece almost nobody covers, and it's the one that can cost family the most money. If you're married and you're the higher earner, your claiming age doesn't just affect your own check, it sets the floor for what your spouse could receive as survivor benefit if you pass away first. Claim early and take the 30% cut, and that reduced the amount can become the permanent survivor benefit your spouse lives on for the rest of their life, potentially for decades, if you pass away well before then. This is why claiming decisions in a marriage shouldn't be made in isolation. The math for an individual and the math for a household are two different spreadsheets. So, should you take it early? Here's the actual checklist. Break even is usually around age 78 to 80. That's your baseline. Health and family history can override it. If you need the income now, the optimal answer doesn't matter. If you're still working, understand the earnings test isn't a penalty, it's a delay. And if you're married, your decision affects more than just your own check. I'll say this clearly, this is general information, not a recommendation for your specific situation. Social Security claiming decisions depend on your health, your other income, your spouse's situation, and things a 15-minute video can't know about you. If the numbers are close, it's worth running your specific numbers with Social Security Administration's calculators or a fee-only fiduciary advisor before you lock anything in. Because this is one of the few financial decisions you generally can't take back. If this helped you make sense of the actual math instead of the talking points, subscribe. I break down exactly this kind of thing every week. See you in the next one.